Try and do this again. Well, Curse of the Blind on the first floor again. I'm having a strange sense of deja vu here. What's all this about? This sense of repetition I'm getting here. I know I'd go hard now if I walk into my first item room and there's like brimstone inside. Oh my god, that would go crazy, man. I got the brimstone in the item room world record? Question mark? Fuck the guillotine. I'm not doing guillotine. We go again. We go again. Oh, you know what? I can live with a kidney stone. I can vibe with a kidney stone. Kidney stone's got some potential. Whoa. No donor machine for me to blow up in there, by the way, which is like the biggest issue because I want both of those items, but I definitely want the stopwatch. And, well, I'm not gonna get the money for it, I feel like I'm not gonna have the money for it. Even if this guy drops Pageant Boy, I'm not gonna have the money for it. Unless Pageant Boy wants to, you know, pay out like crazy. Obviously, it can. But, it's just gonna be a Tears Up. Plus HP, which is also nice. I hate passing up thing here, though. I don't want to pass up the stopwatch. I gotta check my curse room, man. That's huge. That's actually just worth it in general. Even without me getting the stopwatch. Which I don't know how this would enable that anyway, but still. Soul Heart is nice. Huge amounts of money, come on. If only... Oh, I do have a bomb, actually. Let me cook, let me cook. Another Soul Heart. The gods are... The gods' blessings are shining upon me today. Oh my god! No way! Okay, I'm getting the stopwatch. All is good in the world. There is a science in this world. All is good, all is fine. We are cooking. I got no keys, but that's fine. Just another basement floor. It's been a while since I've been to the cellar too, I guess. And not a Curse of the Blind! What's all these Curse of the Blinds I'm getting today? I mean, it's the first on this run, but still. It's not the first run of the day, so it doesn't count. Well, my item room better be good. I won't know what it is, but it better be good. Got the soul hearts are great. I just got hit for no reason, but that's fine. I got no keys, though. I need keys, like, desperately, actually. Otherwise, I'm going to cry. I'm going to be very sad if I can't get any keys. I'll be very sad. Oh, thank you. I need another one to go... That's the wrong door! Okay, whatever. I need another one to go alt pop after this, though. That's decent. That's a decent item. Gotta get the kidney stone out there. There you go. Wow. That did a lot of damage, huh? That initial kidney stone tier did a lot. Sty is great. Love that. God, what is up with my face? Judas looks fucked up. He's messed up. I'm not happy for him, man. I do not envy his position that he's in. He's not having a good time. He's straight up having a terrible time right now. Oh, a key. Huge. Alright, that's all I really wanted was a key, so I'm happy. I love Freezer Baby. I love him making it so that enemies can't have death rattle attacks or anything of the note. But my item room must be the other way. Okay, fine. I'll check one more room in this direction. Might as well. I'll fight this boss, whatever. Wormwood, he's easy. This guy is a damn pushover, dude. I don't think I've ever died to this guy in my life. I don't remember a time I have. Getting hit by him? Sure, that happens. Dying, though? Nah, bro. Death is not an option when fighting Wormwood. He got blown the fuck up, that's what he did. His goal was to blow up and then act like he don't know nobody, and... Well, he did the blowing up part, kinda. He got iced. I get it, because he was an ice statue, and then I killed another guy by pushing the ice statue into... Get it? Isn't that funny? Haha. Oh, nice. Love me a sad onion. Where's the last guy? There he is. Why are you hiding, huh? Were you afraid of me? Be not afraid. I am not a biblically accurate angel. What do they mean by that? Is that actually like a thing? Biblically accurate angels? Like, were they actually described like that? Did they actually look like weird, like, sets of rings with tons of eyes and wings on them or whatever? Is that actually what they are described as in the Bible? If so, who was John Angel that decided to make them be portrayed the way we traditionally know them, aka silly little dudes in white robes with a halo? When did that shift happen? Did they think that the portrayal with the bunch of eyes and shit was like too hardcore? I thought the Bible was all about hardcore shit. I thought that was kind of like their thing. I'm gonna have another discussion about religion again? I don't know. That's the only thing I can bring up there. I don't know jack squat about religion. I am very uneducated in that regard. Hey, that's nice. A speed up, don't hurt nobody. You know what's an interesting discussion that I always have for myself, or like with friends sometimes, is the idea of what, like, if you could only, with your current knowledge and the currently available games on this planet, what if for the rest of your life you could only play one video game? For the rest of all of your life. Even with new games coming out, of what is available right now, if you had to choose one game available right now, and it's the only game you were allowed to play for the rest of your life, or you die or something, which game would you choose? I think that is a very difficult question to answer, because there's a lot of good games, obviously. But you'd have to pick one that is insanely replayable, right? You'd have to pick a game that is infinitely replayable, where you would never get bored of it. Naturally, you could also argue, well, even if it isn't infinitely replayable, just play less video games. Do something else, right? There are other things you can do. You don't have to play video games, naturally. If you can afford to have a different hobby, even better. Yo, tractor beam, huge. I think for me, the choice of game would probably be Elden Ring. It's a very good contender. It is very replayable. It has a ton of content, a ton of variety in the way you can play the game, in the way you can approach the game. You can do a ton of fun challenges and stuff as well. And it's just got extremely solid base gameplay as well. It's a good contender, in my opinion. Obviously, you have to include for this game, if you could only play one video game for the rest of your life, mods are allowed. Mods are allowed, which would make Minecraft a very strong contender. But if we're talking base game, Elden Ring, for me, by far. If I had to choose one game, only one game that I could play for the rest of my life, Elden Ring is probably the one. If we're allowing mods, it would probably be Minecraft. Because Minecraft would become insanely content-rich, because mods, there's like hundreds and hundreds of mods with different content in them. Would make it a lot more enjoyable. The problem with choosing a multiplayer game is, I mean, obviously in this hypothetical scenario, we're assuming that you could play the game forever. I guess you would assume that with a multiplayer game, it just never gets end of service, right? It continues to constantly have a player base or the ability to be played. Because that's, like, I guess a co-op game would be fine. Because you can always play that with somebody, because you just have a local server, right? But that is a funky question. It's a tough choice to make, especially when you consider that, like, you make the choice now, right? We're based on games available right now. You don't know what's coming out in the future. Like, your favorite video game right now might not be your favorite video game of all time. It might not be your favorite video game in 10 years' time, when something new has come out, when something new and more exciting has come out, right? You don't know how technology is gonna advance and make games more interesting. It's a curious little thing. What is this rune, by the way? The Gaz. You can still play multiplayer games from the 90s because you can still host servers. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You have to have a game either where you can host your own servers or where there's a dedicated player base. Because, like, if it's not a game where you can host your own servers and end of service has arrived, well, you're fucked. A lot of modern multiplayer games are like that. If the server's shut off, you can't play the game anymore. It's over. Let's check the Angel deal. I guess I'll take Trinity Shield. I'm gonna just use the Gauss room too. It's a nightmare for the industry. From a developer standpoint, I totally understand why they do it. It's way more sensible for a developer, because it allows them to have full control over the ecosystem, yada yada yada. But from a consumer standpoint, it's so ass. It's so terrible. Possible. It would be possible to choose Roblox, yes. I would allow Roblox in this hypothetical scenario. Roblox is totally a valid choice. Again, a good one too, because it's basically all games you could possibly imagine in one. Plus you can make your own, technically, right? Let's check what's up here real quick. Give me this. Okay, Mulligan's good. Yeah, they should have, like, the ability to, like, once a game service ends, they should make, like, dedicated server hosting tools available or something like that. I'd be forced to get a life. I mean, that's kind of like the end goal of the hypothetical, that, like, even if you had to only play one game, obviously you'd get bored of it eventually, no matter how much you like it, and you'd be forced to get a life and stop gaming. That's like the, a way for you to turn your life around if you got gaming addiction or whatever. But it is the hypothetical of, like, basically the thought experiment is, do you think that there is a game that currently exists that you enjoy so much that you are unlikely to get bored of it, even if you had to play it for the rest of your life and only play it and never had any other way to find gaming entertainment or scratch like an itch with a different game, right? I don't think for a lot of people there's going to be an answer. I don't think for a lot of people there's going to be a game that they would choose to play for the rest of their lives exclusively. It is very hard. Some people will find content, they find contentness in specific games, but it is hard to make such a call very easily. Simply an impossible feat. I don't think it's impossible. It just depends on what you like as a person, what you enjoy. For some people, there's gonna be a possibility. For most people, it probably won't be. I still need another key piece. I kind of don't want to take anything in here. If I were to take anything, it'd be Guppy's Eye, but I don't think that's worth it. Humans can get bored of anything through enough repetition? Yes, but there have also been instances of people doing very repetitive tasks and never getting bored of it, because they have found a way to keep it interesting for themselves. And I think once you get to a point like that, you can, that's Birthright. I want Birthright. Why not? I haven't had Judas' Birthright in a while. It makes, like, Book of Belial, like, innate, so I can now grab a different spacebar item, which is pretty neat. Anyway, time for the boss. I'm still not looking great on HP, by the way. Alright, that'll do. Yeah, he's fucking dead. I can't go all puff. I don't have the HP. It simply is a matter of fact. I cannot. Again, I think if you like had to, like, okay, let's alter the thought experiment. Let's not restrict ourselves to a single game. Let's say we restrict ourselves to a franchise. a single game franchise. So either a franchise that already has a lot of games in it, or that still actively gets releases. In that case, what would you pick? Because I think then the choice becomes a lot easier. You have a lot more options that would actually be reasonable, especially if you choose a franchise that is still actively being developed and being worked on. You're likely to find, you know, new content every once in a while as well in that regard. If you had to exclusively only play one franchise for the rest of your life, what would you choose? That, I feel like, gets a lot more doable. Sonic, if you're a Sonic fan, I can see that being a reasonable choice. I personally wouldn't pick it because I've never played a Sonic game, but yeah. I feel like a very good choice would be Mario. Because if we're talking franchise and Mario, we're also talking like all the spin-off games. Now, obviously, you need to like Mario, you need to like Nintendo games, yada yada. That's a whole different story. I hate Nintendo, but it would technically not be a terrible choice because you would have access to dozens upon dozens upon dozens of games, and you'd know damn well Nintendo is going to keep pumping out Mario games until the company goes defunct, which is probably never happening. And you get a ton of spin-offs as well. You don't just get platformers, right? You get like a ton of little spin-off games, sports games, Mario Party, Mario Kart. I think that's a great option, technically. If we're talking franchises, for only one franchise for the rest of your life. Honestly, the Souls franchise would be a good pick for me. Would be a big pick for me, IMO. Because Souls games are really good. 1 and 3 are good enough, but it's only 2 games, so who knows? Elder Scrolls is a good choice. That's a good choice, actually. Because there's already a bunch of decent games in the franchise, and they're at least making one more. Maybe more after that. I love this concentrated stream of just a ton of tears pissing out at the enemies. Why would I go in here? My HP isn't that great. I can't afford to just go in here like this, willy-nilly. Minecraft could also be a fun franchise. Yeah, but Minecraft was already, like, in my opinion, a good choice, even just as a single game. Because it's so infinitely replayable, plus mods. But I get it. Warhammer. Very solid choice. Warhammer has a lot of games in the franchise. That is true. Plus, again, Warhammer is a bottomless franchise. They're probably gonna keep making games for that for a while. That's also very true. Wait, there's a Boneheart in here? What the heck? Why did I just leave that behind? What the heck am I doing? Okay. Right, that was from the fucking Book of Sin, of course. As we Slay the Spire. Really? Alright. Wasn't expecting that choice, but fair enough. It does have mod support, so I technically... That's not a terrible choice. Let's invert the thought experiment again. Instead of a single game, or limiting yourself to a franchise of games, what if you could only limit yourself to a genre? I think that's what a lot of people already do, right? A lot of people already only play RPGs. A lot of people already only play roguelikes, right? But if you could only limit yourself to a certain genre of game, what would you choose? For me, it would probably be roguelikes. I love roguelikes so much. I've already played so many of them. It's an easy choice for me. Even though it means giving up some of my favorite games of all time, like Elden Ring or Terraria, which would suck because I love those games with a passion. It would be roguelikes for me. Seeing FPS in chat, yeah, FPS is also fair. Because you're almost always guaranteed to get new FPSs coming out. They're gonna shit out a new COD every once in a while. Plus all the other good shooters that just exist as boomer shooters and stuff like that. Got into RTS recently. RTS has decent entries. And RTS games tend to be games that you play a lot of, like specific single games. You tend to just play a lot because they have so much replayability, right? I think like the more you like, you know, invert the thought experiment, the easier it gets. Can't live without Hades 2. Dude, that shit's coming out this year. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Can't wait to see what it's like. I mean, if it's just more of the same, I'm happy with that as well. I'm easy to please when it comes to game sequels. As long as a game sequel is like the first game, but better. I don't mind iterative sequels as much. There are a lot of people that are like, I don't like when a game sequel is... Why am I looking for sequel? I already found it. There are a lot of people that don't like when a game sequel is iterative. So it's just the first game, but you know, they iterated on some mechanics, added some new stuff. But I don't mind iterative sequels as much. I actually think they're totally fine. Because if I already liked the first game, and you can just make... They just make the same game again, but better... Like, literally just better with more content, I'm happy with that. You could argue, oh, well, that's not, like, would you really be willing to pay full price for it again, though? If it's been long enough since the first game, yeah. And then the argument is again, well, it's been so long since the first game, you'd expect it to be more than just an iterative sequel. You'd expect there to be some new inversions on gameplay or whatever. Look, man, I can have this argument go back and forth in my fucking brain for eons. Like, I'll always find a way to just turn up another but what about this? But what about this? Look, I would love COD if it was a roguelike. Dude, I would love COD if it was a roguelike. As soon as they add a roguelike mode to any game, my neurons activate. Why do you think I like Arknights so much? It's got a roguelike mode. The silly tower defense game, the tower defense mobile gacha game, has a roguelike mode. Of course I like it. It's an interesting discussion to think about. Because you're always making, again, you're always making these assumptions about what games you would choose based on what you like currently. But you never know how your taste is going to evolve over time. You never know what's going to come out in the future that you might like way more than what you like now. Maybe there's going to be a revolutionary new genre released to the world in a couple of years' time, right? I hate having to take Incubus here, but I need to do it because it goes crazy with Tractor Beam. I hate that I'm on like 1 heart now. VR. Yeah, come on. Keep coping. I'm still on the VR hate train. I don't think VR is worth it. I still think VR is overrated, and it's already kind of underrated. But you know what I mean. Okay, show me all the industry-defining VR games that have come out since Half-Life Alyx, which was, by the way, 3 years ago. Has there ever been a VR game that has made as much of a splash as Half-Life Alyx? Or since Half-Life Alyx? Didn't think so. Half-Life Alyx was good. I mean, most people hailed it that way. I need HP. I need HP! Book us in, please! Drop me like a soul heart. I know it's not a high chance, but I need it. I mean, I have like an absolute just beam of red tears just pissing out, but like, that's all I've got going for myself right now, you know? I need a little bit more. If I get another deal on this floor, and like it could have been an angel deal, I'm actually gonna be so upset. I took the devil deal last floor, mostly because Incubus is a goated item, but also because I was like, there's no chance I'm getting another deal this floor, and it's gonna be an angel deal. If there is gonna be a deal, there's a chance it would have been an angel deal, and I'll be a bit mad. I actually need this trinket. This is a huge trinket to have. I need HP. So this is gonna help a ton. Okay, but what side of the console war are you on? Are you Team Sony or Team Microsoft? Are you Team PlayStation or Team Xbox? Who would you rather suck off? Whoever the Sony CEO is, or Phil Spencer, right? That's the Xbox guy. Who is like the CEO of Sony PlayStation? I actually have no idea. Who's the PlayStation guy? Phil Spencer's the Xbox guy. I know because he's always at the E3 presentations. I know it's no longer E3, it's Summer Game Festival and the Game Awards. Like, Jeff Keighley has kind of just taken over that entire industry now because E3 was like terrible for a couple of years and then COVID happened. But like, who is the fucking Sony guy? Because there's gotta be a Sony guy. Oh, cool. School bag. Jim Ryan. That's a very generic name. I couldn't even associate a face with that. It's such a generic name. Jim Ryan? Like, really? Bro has a first name as his last name? It's the president of Japan. What? Shinzo Abe? No, wait, he got zip gun. Never mind. Wrong guy! I got the wrong guy. Mom's hot time. Oh, wait, there was another I. I was like, what? Why isn't she coming down? I was like, so distracted. I know where you fucking said that. Yeah, I did. Shinzo got zip gunned. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? It happens. Dude, like, the only reason it's remotely humorous is because of, like, if you see a picture of the gun, you'll understand why. It's, like, a bit humorous, because the gun looks like, it looks funny. You know, the Queen of England died last year, too. No way, what? Lizzie's dead? No way, what? It's a pipe gun from Fallout. I know, right? It looks so goofy. I can't believe that somebody died to that. Like, he died. That's crazy, man. I also can't believe that somebody was mad enough at, like, a former prime minister to be like, fuck you. Anything cool in the chest today? Meh. It's okay. There's some okay stuff in here. Oh my god, the popping sounds as these things just get annihilated by my beam of red tears. Chariot. I heard you liked fire rate, so, here's some more of it. Got the damage output, man. Oh yeah, I got Mulligan. I was like, wondering, like, where are all these flies coming from? I got the frickin' Mulligan, dude. Got that, like, ages ago. It's actually kind of helpful to have. I guess I haven't even thought about it. Having the Book of Belial innate with 2 space per items means I basically get to use Book of Belial twice in a room, if I wanted to. Which is twice the damage bonus. That's pretty neat as well. Alright, anything cool? Ah, sure, yeah, triple shot gonna go kind of crazy. With the fire rate increase from... Well, the fire rate increase from Kidney Stone, definitely. Absolutely. More bone boys to help me out. Always lovely. Always lovely. Lovely day today. Lovely weather, isn't it? Sorry, in it. I gotta be a bit more into Britishism. Alright, it is the blue baby time. It is time to kill the baby. Isn't kind of fucked up, man? You kill babies in Isaac? Dude, that's kind of messed up, don't you think? Let's use the cherry card as well. I don't think I actually ended up using it. Never mind. I thought I did, but I didn't. Oh well. Use it now just to see what my fire rate becomes. It's actually not that crazy. I think I should use it when I also have the fire rate bonus, but still, look at the amount of tears I'm shooting. It's kinda crazy. Hit the chest. We're done. That's it. A beautiful little run. That's all I wanted. Alright, cool.